Alright, so what's up guys? So we're out here on another run, out here avoiding all this craziness as we go about our business by going and running and doing our thing, right? Doing the fitness. And it's a journey specifically that has positive effects on your mental health. And it makes you feel awesome, makes you feel great. And when you're out here doing thing. And you know, don't worry, because we are going to give you 4 keys to the effects of fitness on your mental health. Right? Something big, something crucial. Right? You can almost look at fitness as like a panacea, a cure-all. Right? Something that gives you essentially nothing but good. Right? Despite the injuries that you may accumulate. But those, you know, are just chance occurrences. So without further ado, we're gonna give you tip number 1. That is overcoming a huge problem in this modern world, and that is depression, right? Negative feelings, essentially. Whatever you define it as, it's such a prevalent problem with so many individuals, right? Whether or not they are fully blown and diagnosed with it and take medications. But for many people, you know, they struggle with the early effects of it, right? I'd say pretty much all of us, you know, deal with it a little bit, right? Those down days, those times where you lose motivation and you just want to sleep all day and do nothing and stay up all night and avoid, you know, waking up the next day and dealing with whatever it is you have to deal with, right? The total opposite would be like a kid at Christmas, right? The night before Christmas Eve, all you want to do is go to bed and go to sleep. You're excited for what the next day holds for you, right? The opening of those presents, right? I remember those feelings, and it's the complete opposite of depression, right? Because when you're depressed, think about it. All you want to do is sleep all day. You're not looking forward to the next day. You're not motivated, right? Just like that kid is motivated to go to sleep and wake up and beg his parents to finally open those gifts, and he'll do anything they want, right? I remember cleaning the house, extra cleaning the cars. I did extra work because I wanted those presents, and man, was I happy doing that. So just like with opening those presents, fitness can do the same thing, right? I look at every workout just like that, right? Opening that gift, that opportunity to go to the gym, because so many people can't do that, right? They may have certain disabilities or old age, or frankly may not be on this planet anymore, right? They can't go to the gym and work out and do that, right? And combat their depression and their issues. And from that, it gets you excited, right? It gives you a fire for it, something to look forward to, right? That's the name and all be all of it, right? Because when you're a kid waiting for those presents, you're looking forward to it. You can't wait to get them and open them. And fitness is gonna do something essentially the same. It's gonna give you a better body. It's gonna make you more confident. It's gonna make you feel better about yourself, raise your self-esteem. And who wouldn't be excited at that prospect, right? So that would be, you know, it would be like Christmas every day, just like it is for us here, right? Because we work out every day. We feel like that kid at Christmas. And mentally, does it help tremendously? It feels great. And, you know, we hope that you feel the same, right? Figure out that concept. And tip number 2, as far as fitness on your mental well-being, as we mentioned before, is that self-esteem, right? Feeling better about your body, right? And what it entails, right? You feel more confident, stronger, right? More aesthetically pleasing. It goes way beyond, you know, the exact result, right? Getting there's bigger biceps, so forth, right? Stuff that you can measure, but so many results of it, you can't. But it's so much mental. You feel better, right? You're alleviated emotionally, and you feel better about yourself, stronger, because you know that you can lift more weight. You can protect your family better. You're in better shape. And only from then will you feel, more higher self-esteem. I feel awesome about yourself, feel great, and so forth. And, even then, I even say before I started fitness, I feel bad about my body, right? I was embarrassed. Oh my God. Not even to just take off my shirt, but just to be in a tank top. Right? It's a hot summer day, and I would opt for a hoodie, right? Looking back at it now, I wonder why would I ever do that? Right? It seems foolish, but because to me, hiding my body and preserving it and not showing the world, my fitness, my level of fitness, which I perceived as horrible, and it probably was, but I was ashamed of it, right? I had a poor image, my body, personal body image, and only way to go around that, to get over that, was to work out. Because yes, you can try to accept what it is you have, but that's another, I'd say, strategy left for other things, right? Stuff you can't control, right? Your genetics, right? Your height, your hair color, your eye color, all this stuff you can't change. They're out of your control. So leave that strategy for those parts, right? And for so many of us, it can be horrible. It can feel, almost the worst thing in the world, right? When you're born, essentially perceiving yourself with a deficiency, right? So many of us can look at it as the end of the world, right? That life is over, right? That, you have no motivation to do anything. And that coincides with tip number 3, because when you embark on this fitness journey, it gives you motivation, right? It makes you strive to be better, right? Because you start to see your progress, you start to see improvement, you start to see yourself do things that you never thought you could do before, right? For some, to run 5 miles, 10 miles, run a faster mile, right? Sprint faster. Anything you can think of is possible with fitness, but without it, it's impossible, right? You're pretty much hoping that you're born with those talents and those skills, but your fitness is something completely in your control, right? As long as you have the motivation to keep going and striving, you're gonna get better. You're gonna keep seeing those improvements, and those improvements are only gonna lead to more better feelings. As we messed up, and it's okay. As someone got our attention. Oh no. It's okay. So, essentially do that, right? Feel, the power to keep going and going. But you're gonna find yourself able, to stick with the plan, right? And have that self-discipline, right? Not only that motivation that we talked about in key number 3, which is good, right? It'll make you want to do something. It'll give you a fire and so forth. But in order to stay there, you're gonna need some discipline, right? You're gonna have to be able to see, what you have to do and stick with it. So many people know exactly what they have to do, right? For some, it's get in there and go running, right? Go to the park and walk for a little bit, or go get a gym membership and start working out. But so many people know that and they don't do it, right? They're not disciplined, right? So many people go and have New Year's resolutions, whether they want to get to a certain, weight or body fat or muscle mass, and they simply just never do it, right? They start for a week or two, right? You'll see it as soon as the new year hits. All the gyms are packed with a bunch of people. But as February starts to roll around, you see less and less people, right? Because the discipline isn't there, right? They're not motivated to, go about their business, right? Stay on course, on par, on task for what they have to do, right? Losing that discipline, which is something, that you can learn in the army, right? In school, right? Do your homework within a certain period, or else what? Or else you get a bad grade, you get demoted, right? The drill instructor makes you PT, whatever it is. You learn that in fitness, because when you stop going, when you lose that discipline, you're gonna see your weight start to climb up, right? You're gonna start to see your belly start to protrude, right? And those arms start to shrink a little bit. So you have to have that self-discipline to keep going, right? Acknowledge that you have to keep moving forward and stay on course. So now these are the 4 keys to fitness, right? And the mental effects of it, right? Those 4 big concepts that you inevitably gain by having personal fitness. So as always, we say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.